Sometimes the most dangerous battlefield isn't out there in the world, it's inside your own mind. It's silent, invisible, and endless. You wake up already carrying the weight of a war that no one else can see. While the world seems calm, a storm rages within you, whispers, doubts, shadows. That's where the real fight begins, the one that decides how free you can truly be. What's strange is that these enemies don't arrive screaming. They arrive quietly, disguised as comfort, logic, or safety. Have you ever wondered why fear rises even when nothing's wrong? Why it's so easy to start and so hard to keep going? The truth is simple but hard to accept. The greatest obstacles in your life aren't outside of you, they live within you. You can't blame people, work, or fate forever. The real battle has always been with yourself, but this isn't a story of defeat. It's a story of awakening, because once you see these 6 inner enemies clearly, you'll never again fight them in the dark. Before we begin, take a moment. If this message already stirs something inside you, leave a like, subscribe, and share it. You never know, someone else out there might be fighting the same silent war. The first enemy is doubt, the whisper that says, "You're not enough." It wears the mask of realism, but it's really fear in disguise. Doubt doesn't shout, it persuades. It doesn't stop your feet from moving, it convinces you not to move at all. It echoes the failures of the past, the criticisms that took root in your memory, the moments you believed you couldn't. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after. Every step you take while trembling builds the bridge of faith beneath you. Just like the monk who crossed the shaking bridge with calm steps, you'll see that the world isn't unstable, your mind is. Doubt is not proof that you can't. It's proof that you care. And it's defeated not by waiting for courage to appear, but by walking forward even while afraid. The second enemy is fear, the great illusionist. Fear doesn't live in the present, it lives in the future. It's pain that hasn't yet happened. A disaster that only exists in your imagination. Fear convinces you that tomorrow is already ruined, that failure is inevitable, that safety is an illusion. But fear is not a fact. It's a forecast. It doesn't protect you, it paralyzes you. Think about it. How many opportunities have you let pass, not because you were harmed, but because you imagined harm? Fear doesn't steal your safety, it steals your life. Yet fear cannot survive in the present moment. When you return to your breath, to the body that is here, to the now that exists, fear fades like mist under sunlight. As the Buddha said, when you dwell fully in the present, fear has no home. The next time it rises, don't run, breathe. Return to this moment. Right here you are safe. The third enemy is laziness, the thief of purpose. It's not about being tired, it's about forgetting why you should rise. Laziness is not weakness of the body, it's blindness of the soul. It whispers, not today, you deserve a break. And in that comfort your dreams quietly rot. Laziness doesn't kill through exhaustion, it kills through delay. It thrives when you lose sight of your purpose. Remember the times you loved what you were doing. Did you need motivation then? Of course not. Passion fuels movement. But when purpose fades, even small steps feel heavy. That's why the monks rise before dawn, not because it feels good, but because they made a vow that matters more than their mood. True discipline isn't cruelty, it's compassion for your future self. Every time you act despite not wanting to, you're saying, I care about who I will become. So when your alarm rings tomorrow, don't wait to feel ready. Stand up, move. Say to yourself, today I rise for my why. Because in that moment, you're not fighting laziness, you're reclaiming your life. The fourth enemy is arrogance, the most subtle poison of the mind. Unlike fear or doubt, arrogance doesn't make you tremble, it makes you stop. It tells you, you already know enough. You're better than them. You've arrived. And right there, growth dies. The tragedy of arrogance is that it traps you in a world made only of your own reflection. You stop learning, you stop listening, you stop walking the path. A Zen master once poured tea into a scholar's cup until it overflowed. When the scholar protested, the master said, "You are like this cup, so full of your own opinions that nothing new can enter." Humility is not weakness. It's the doorway to infinite wisdom. The Buddha himself called his path a lifelong journey of discovery. So each day, empty your cup. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? And if the answer is nothing, then your ego has spoken louder than your heart. Bow to life. Let it teach you again. The fifth enemy is distraction, the silent thief of life. It doesn't kick down your door, it tiptoes in softly. One notification, one scroll, one more minute, until hours vanish, days blur, and years slip quietly through your fingers. Distraction steals what's most sacred, presence. Attention is life where your attention goes, your energy flows. When you waste your attention, you waste your existence. How many times have you been with loved ones but weren't really there? You looked but didn't see. You listened but didn't hear. You existed but didn't live. A monk once said, "If you lose focus, you lose your life one moment at a time." The antidote is not to escape the world, but to return through one conscious breath. Feel it, the air in your lungs, the weight of your body, the beat of your heart. That single awareness brings you back to reality, because presence doesn't require hours of meditation, just moments of remembering. And each time you remember, you reclaim another piece of your soul. If this message has reached your heart so far, take a moment, breathe deeply, like this video, subscribe, and share it. Because spreading awareness isn't just helping others wake up, it keeps you awake too. And finally, the sixth enemy, attachment, the quietest and most deceptive of them all. Attachment wears the costume of love, but is built on fear. It's the urge to hold on, to control, to keep what is meant to move. Attachment doesn't want peace, it wants possession. It convinces you that letting go is losing, when in truth it's the only way to be free. The Buddha taught that suffering is born from attachment because everything changes. Nothing lasts, not pain, not joy, not even the people we love. To release is not to abandon, it's to trust, to let life flow like a river that bends without resistance. When you loosen your grip, you don't lose anything real. You simply make space for what's next. The moment you let go, you realize that nothing was truly yours to begin with, and in that surrender, you discover peace. Attachment is the root from which the other enemies grow. Doubt, fear, laziness, arrogance, and distraction, they all sprout from the need to control what cannot be controlled. Once you accept impermanence, their power fades. The true strength isn't in holding on, it's in allowing life to move, and moving with it. These six enemies don't live outside. They dwell within, in the pauses between your thoughts, in the spaces between your breaths. But the same mind that created them holds the power to dissolve them. Every time you observe instead of react, you win. Every time you act despite fear, you win. Every time you choose awareness over impulse, you reclaim a piece of your freedom. The real war was never against the world, it was against the invisible chains inside you. Doubt tells you not to try. Fear tells you to hide. Laziness tells you to wait. Arrogance tells you to stop learning. Distraction steals your attention, and attachment ties you to what should have already gone. Yet awareness breaks every chain. Each conscious breath is a victory. Each small act of courage is a step toward freedom. So tomorrow, when the voice of hesitation returns, remember this: the battlefield is within, and your weapon is awareness. Breathe, rise, walk forward, because every trembling step is still progress, and progress is victory. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs light in their silence. Leave a like, subscribe, and keep walking with me on this journey of inner awakening, because the freedom you seek isn't somewhere out there. It begins here, now, within you.